No time for confusion. My people still losing. Getting in the truth. Some still refusing. Holly route seas. Bruh, what you doing? In the time of pestilence. Yeah, we still enduring. Growing in the word. Yeah, I'm still maturing. Leaning on your wool. Yeah, I keep the faith. Moving in the spirit, stumbling, blocking out my way. Moving with the glow, say I changed on everybody, yeah, I already know. No swerving nothing in the lane, going for the ground, man. Sorry on my brain, man. This ain't a game, man. Better check your mind frame. Praying in your who's name. Always keep it stepping. Kingdom over everything, yeah, I'm always repping. Leaning on my Abba, man, yeah, he always helping. Always a blessing. Praying for my people, hope they receive the message. Walking in the rule, walking down on my people, man. Yeah, I know you're who playing. Dean with a strong head. Walking out of the land, moving in the spirit. Yeah, you know we do it grand. Trying to wake Jake. Yeah, I'm a fisherman, down for my people, man. Yeah, I know you're who playing. Redeemed with a strong hand. Walking out of the land, moving in the spirit. Yeah, you know we do it grand, trying to wake Jake. Yeah, I'm a fisherman. You can catch me on the block, highways and byways, trying to feed the flock. With all this humanity, the mission don't stop. Trying to pull them out the bottom, like taking up the side. We just find a corner, then we setting up shop. Ain't worried about the clock, just serving them the word. Precepts getting dropped. Return to the covenant, up in your stock. Young Zion, young Williams, man, I'm jumping out the box. Exodus 3 and 10, man, I'm jumping from the top. Torah foundation, solid as a rock. Point them to your Husha, then lead them to my box. He say you love me, keep commandments. Got it on lock, and doing to the end. Walking in the spirit, yeah, you can win. Fall 7 times, get up, repent again. Do the will of the Father, yeah, we some kin. Only miss for God, down for my demon, man. Yeah, I know you're who playing. Demon with a strong hand, walking out of the land, moving in the spirit. Yeah, you know we do it grand, trying to wake Jake. Yeah, I'm a fisherman, down for my people, man. Yeah, I know you're who playing. Redeemed with a strong hand, walking out of the land, moving in the spirit. Yeah, you know we do it grand, trying to wake Jake. Yeah, I'm a fisherman.
Start off giving blessings, honor, and glory, and power be to him that sits upon the throne and to the Lamb forever and ever. The title of the message today is The American Government is Molech. The American government is Molech. We go to, let me start this jam real quick. We go to the book of Leviticus, chapter 18. And we look at verse 21. Well, let me get this going real quick. All right. You look at verse 21. And I'm gonna get us, let me share this. All right. It says right here in the KJV, it says, and thou shalt not let any of your seed pass through the fire to Molech, neither shalt thou profane the name of the Most High your God. I am Yahweh. So, first thing we're going to deal with, there's two things in there that you see in Leviticus 18 and 21. First thing is there is a process that occurs when you're giving your seed over to Molech, your children over to Molech. Secondly, and that's the first thing that we're going to, and the primary thing that we're going to actually investigate. But the other one is, and it ties to it, but a lot of people fumble over it or overlook this, is that doing of such is a profanation or a profaning of the name of the Most High, your God. All right. So that's the second thing. But first, we're going to investigate how you are not to let any of your seed pass through the fire to Molech. When you look into the Septuagint, and it says, "Thou shalt not give of your seed to serve a ruler." What? It says, "Thou shalt not give your seed to serve a ruler, and thou shalt not profane my holy name. I am Yahweh." And you're going to look at the military, and you know what I'm saying? You see the military folks. We see the people that's joining the government in all kinds of different governmental branches, such as being police guards. That's a ruler. Being police officers in the streets. That's a ruler. Let me, hold on. G.I. Jane, I'm trying to get the images. But you see, this has something to do with another video that we had, but these are the rulers. These are the people that rule over your people. These are the people that rules over the so-called black man. And we are not to give our people, our children, over under the rulership of these folks. So when we see our people, they try to escape. They try to, escape, let's say, poverty. I'll just say that. People try to escape poverty. People try to escape that through joining some of these routes, thinking that this was actually their walk in their life. To go join the military, or to join the police, or to join the DA's office. These are in particularly the people, the systems, and the instruments that is used to rule over the so-called black man, such as the police departments, the judicial office, the military branches. These are all the things that you're going to meet on in particular levels that you're going to have when you have altercations with the so-called white man. If he's going to be coming to take your land, he's going to be sending, you're going to meet the military. All right. If he's here to take your freedom from you, you'll meet the police and the lawyers. So the Most High says in the laws, you shall not give your people over, give your seed over to serve them. Let me get this. So our people has been, and there's another way that our people has been. You see that brother right there? This brother right here is a prime example of someone who has given over his seed, given over their seed over to the rulers. Hold on, let me check quick. Let me do something real quick. One second. I try to make sure, and I dropped that link out there for Akmalat. But yeah, that brother right there, he's a prime example of what I was trying to show you guys. Let me get this down real quick. Boom, right there. Oh wait, hold on, y'all can't see. Pardon me. All right. All right. As you see, his brother has been given over into the ruler's hands. That's not something that we're actually supposed to be able to do and stay lawful. This is one of the things that we got to look at. Okay, you look at this word now, pass through. All right. When we look at this word pass through, you're like, what does it mean pass through the fire? Because that word right there, fire, is not even really there. You see how it's in parentheses, and it was slanted also. When we did see it in the scripts, it was slanted, meaning that it wasn't really there. They put it there just to make the sentence seem a little bit more complete into the idea on what they thought this was implying. So we look at this pass through. It's a bar. Or the bar. All right. March over. I'm not saying like, oh yeah, the military march over. Like, no, that's that it's kind of a stretch, but at the same time, it's kind of a pretty, doesn't seem like a coincidence that the Most High had it like that too. The word march over is part of. It's a description for the word abar. All right. To alienate. All right. To bring, to carry, to do away. All right. Do away with what? Do away with the curses that we are going through. To do away with the poverty that our people who have been plagued with. To do away with, or to take away the punishments that we are enduring. You see what I'm saying? To undercut, pretty much. To pass beyond, to traverse. You go look at the word traverse. Watch this. Yeah, of course, traverse, yeah. To travel across or through. All right. We'll look at the other word. To move something back and forth or sideways. All right. To, like the curses. like the punishment that we are actually going through. A lot of people try to figure it out in by attacking their their punishment. I'll say they attack the punishment through economics. They'll say, "Oh, well, I just need to get a good. I need to get a better job. I need to get this and then." You know what I mean? But no matter what, it's like you might be able to accomplish a better job, but at the end of the day, something else is wrong. In another department. That's the thing that the Most High God is promising us that we won't have to be going through all the time. Is that you're going to be fighting against all these punishments and fighting against all these things that is coming upon our people because we're actually in a prison planet. He's saying, well, hey, y'all want to get out this prison planet. Y'all want to get out of this condition that y'all in. Y'all is going to have to go about it through these law, statutes, and commandments. He said, because when you try to lean on your own, you try to go about it in your own manner, he said there's going to be some things that's going to just be popping up. There's going to be trouble ahead. So a lot of people, they try to do a lot of different things to get around that. Some of us do worse things than others. But one of the things that our people do is they try to become like a CEO. They try to become a police. They try to become, let me see, they want to be in the military, something like that. They want to be a lawyer. If you want to be a defense attorney, that's cool. But you want to go off and be a DA, district attorney, and all that, man, or a judge? Oh man, your ass is whack, man. You're like, what about a black judge? No, man, because he got to be showing a certain type of record. And I ain't talking about criminal record. I'm talking about a certain type of record in that business to be making it as a judge. He got to bend and destroy plenty of black folks by the time he become a judge, man. That's why it tells you, man, like, don't even, it's nipping this whole type of concept in the bud from the jump. Like, don't even think this way. Don't try to undercut your curses. Don't try to move or push back, forth or sideways these punishments and all the stuff that you guys are going through by trying to tell your kids to join this demonic system. That's really what it is, man. Cease to exist, to perish. So if you look at this word, it got a lot of different variations that you can actually use that actually conveys that same message of a bar. A bar is saying all these things. Is beyond, to bring, to carry over, to come, to conduct, to convey over, to current, to deliver, to do away, like as in the curses, to enter or to escape the curses. You know what I'm saying? So you should not try to cause your kid to escape, right? By giving their seed over to Molech. All right? Giving your seed over to the rulers. Giving your seed over to this kingdom, man. And it's not just through joining the military either, man. It's through teaching them Christianity. We actually is failing at that too. We violate this scripture through teaching people Christianity, teaching our people philosophies and doctrines that's ultimately just going to cause them to get tripped on by God. And here you go. These people, man, they be causing their kids, they be giving their kids over to the ruler too, man. And the crazy thing about it is, these rulers, which is these churches that be running these places, I mean, the people that be running these places is the same people that have been ruling over our people for the last, 700 years? Over here and over on the other side of the planet. Tells you, man, don't give your seed over to these folks. Don't give your seed over to them. Don't cause them to follow after these people, man. Our people has been destroyed through the lack of knowledge. Here's another one. Here's something else that's been ruling over our people. We got something else. Oops, excuse me. Man, there you go. Y'all know. Rappers. These dudes has been giving our people the at least the false the false image of leadership, like they're rulers, princes. These people has been leading the minds and the behaviors ultimately, and setting the guidelines for how our men, women, and children are to act. And the Most High God tells you, man, you don't give your kids over to them. So when you sitting around there playing a music, when you sit around there playing these people's music in your cars, playing these people's music in your living room, television, listening to these people as you clean up the house or whatever, man, what you're really doing is, man, you're teaching your kids to follow after these men. These are going to be the same people that they're going to be familiar with when they become adults or young adults. When they become teenagers and they start selecting their own music, it's going to be still these guys, and these type of people is going to be sent to them. And then and what you do is you gave them over to the rulers. See, that's the thing. We don't realize what we doing. We be thinking like, oh man, well, I ain't sacrificing none of kids. I ain't taking none of my babies and burning them in any fire. You be like, I don't need that law. What is that law gonna do for me? And you be looking at it, but you look close and you're like, oh man. A lot of our people, they use these people words as an escape too. And it says you're not supposed to give your seed over to escape through these dudes. It's, man, that scripture is powerful, man. You know what I'm saying? All praises to the Most High. And thank you, Father, for the Holy Spirit, man, for these last days, for us to be able to decipher what we doing wrong. Because ain't nobody going to come here and actually point it out to you in a way to where you need it to be pointed out. This is the way that needs to be done, because this book, this scripture right here, has been overlooked far too much, and it hasn't been stressed enough. Because a lot of people don't realize exactly what it's been saying. But when you look really closely and you peel back the layers, you're like, dang, we've been doing that. We've been giving over our kids. We've been following after the rulers. We've been giving our people over unto these people and allowing these people to have their way with our people's minds, body, and souls. Come on, man. Man, we got to be better than this now, man. We can't let buffoons like this, man. You can't let people that look like this dictate your children's behavior. You're giving your kids over to these false rulers, man. but they rule over your people's minds. These are members of Molech, and these are instruments of government. Let's see if we can get that. See if we can find some information about entertainment being part of the government. Sure. So we're gonna look. Um, look, who regulates the entertainment industry? All right. U.S. Department of Labor. Entertainment industry employment, U.S. Department of Labor. There you go. See what I'm saying? So these musicians, which is nothing but just another form of entertainment that America offers, is actually regulated, which means ran by the U.S. Department of Labor, the government of the United States. All right. That's why it is these scriptures got to be looked into in a certain way. Shalom, Akmalat.
Shalom, what's going on?
You had to find your computer cord, huh? Shabbat shalom, man.
Yeah, I was trying to hop on, the computer died, man. I'm like, dang. I have to hurry up and get the cord. I have to find it.
You catch any of this?
Yes.
Ain't that a trip?
Yeah, no, that's deep. I didn't even, you know what I mean? I didn't know that, you know what I mean, the government, you know what I mean, was a representation of Molech, and you know what I mean? But now it's making sense when you are, you know what I mean, letting your children listen to certain things, or you're listening to certain things, or you're following certain ideologies, you are causing people to worship Molech.
Right. You know, giving them over to this system.
Yeah.
That's something that people don't realize they're doing. And a lot of people, they think that, hey, I'm not sacrificing my babies. I don't burn babies. I don't,
right.
We ain't doing nothing.
No, you do cause them to go through the fire.
Yeah, you cause them to go through.
There it is.
Yeah. And now they serving other rulers too, man.
Yeah.
Which ultimately that brings us to the other part of that scripture. Let me get it. Brings us to the other part of it, where he was saying, because by us doing these things, we are actually provoking God to anger and jealousy. Because look, he says, neither shalt thou profane the name of your God. I am Yahweh. You know, see how he flexed that he is the leader.
Yeah.
You know, that was still going into, that ties to this. You should not let any of your seed pass through the fire to Molech. But when you look at it just like that on the surface, you don't really make a connection. But when you know that it's talking about giving them over to rulers,
Right. Yeah.
then you
Facts.
see it, you're like, dang, okay,
Yeah,
now,
because he said, because I am your ruler, I am your master.
right, you know, I thought that was a heavy scripture, man.
That's heavy.
I thought it was such a revelating scripture that I was like, oh, I might as well go on ahead and make a video on that because
Con.
look what they say right after that. It says, "You shall not lie with mankind as with womankind. It is an abomination." That's complete contrary to what the rulers of this nation is saying. Moloch says you can do that with gay sex marriage, right? Look, he says, but he says right after that, like, no, as if like this was perfectly set up for us to see this in the last days. To neither shalt thou lie with any
I don't know
beast.
how I'm muted out. Shabbat shalom. No,
No,
not.
yeah, I can hear you.
Yeah, I don't even know how I'm muted. I looked down, I was muted.
Oh,
I probably touched it. My forearm.
okay. Yeah, you good now. Well, you see that? He says he gives a statement after he just tells you, like, man, don't you be listening, don't you be sending our people to be following after these people. He said, because I'm the leader.
Con.
And then he said, right after he says, I'm your leader. You are not allowed to do gay stuff.
Con.
You know?
Con.
Letting you know, like, he doesn't give a damn about all that other stuff. So this ties with giving your kid over to Molech too, then. This is one of the things.
Deep on a whole nother level, though.
Right.
Because, you know what I mean? When he's letting you know, like, the things I say and the things that these people, like the world says, ain't going to be the same.
Right.
I say stuff contrary to this system of Molech.
That's
you know
right.
what I mean?
Yep. He says he says things is contrary to Molech, and Molech suggests things contrary to what God says.
Con.
So if you're going about what Molech says, or Molech, if you go about what Molech says in his laws, you are profaning the name of God.
Deep. That's facts, though.
Yeah. He said, neither shalt thou lie with any beast to defile yourself therewith, neither shall any woman stand before a beast to lie down thereto. It is confusion.
Facts.
You know? And we see
that's confusing. That the Most High even lets you know, like, I don't even know what to say about that. That's just confusion. You tripping.
And I'm looking at it too. I'm like, man, that's some real shit. Even if you ain't having sex with them, still just lying in the bed with the dog.
Man, for real. Dang, yeah, that's some weird shit. Excuse my language. That's some weird stuff.
You know?
One line of dog hair all in the bed and stuff, man. What are you doing?
Yeah, this dog be sperming and stuff all over the bed.
Yeah, you tripping.
You just tripping. He says, defile not yourselves in any of these things, for all these the nations are defiled, which I cast out before you. You know what I'm saying? I like that scripture, because when people try to say, hey, God killed a bunch of innocent people, he had the Israelites kill a bunch of innocent people. He be like, how were they innocent? And you go to Leviticus 18, he said that these people were causing their kids
all the things right
to worship, you know what I'm saying? To worship other gods, to worship the rulers. These people were doing gay sex, bestiality, you know, and all the other abominations that he mentioned.
Hey, man, that's tight. How you know what I mean? How you All praise to the Most High, man. Kahalaha, man. How you when you got to the bottom of that right there, and then you went back up and just, you know what I mean, solidified what you said. You know what I mean? Like, no, I'm not just pulling this out of thin air when I say that. You know what I mean? The Most High says that all these nations were doing all these things. It says right there in 24, it says it. And then go up, and what is all these things that these nations were doing? And bam, show them, man. That's tight.
Yeah, just straight clear to the point too. You're like, dang, that's it. The Most High has that.
So were they innocent? No.
Yeah, in this book to show you like they weren't innocent. They did this stuff. And we and we are seeing another round of it happening. These same people doing the same shit.
Dang. I was just about to say that too. Con. We seeing that right now. They repeating that those same things still to this day.
Right.
How you know that's the spirit. That's why when the Most High says walk on the spirit, he's talking about a certain get down, certain stuff you ain't supposed to be doing. Do that.
Yeah, man. And it's crazy because he says that exact same thing right here. He said, defile not yourselves in any of these things, for in all these things the nations are defiled, which I cast out before you, and the land is defiled. For that reason I do visit the iniquity thereof upon it, and the land itself vomits out her inhabitants. You shall then,
that's them famines and stuff like that be happening in them lands and them droughts.
Yeah,
them fires,
right, vomiting them out. No longer holding these people here.
Con.
No longer saying, "Hey, stay here. You're welcome." It's like
inhabitable out of nowhere.
It's dry. It's hot. It's flooding. The land is saying, you know what? I done seen y'all too. Them Israelites is right. That scripture that them niggas pulled is his own point. We're done. Time for y'all niggas to go. I'm like, dang, man. The land vomits out these people. He said, you shall therefore keep my statutes and judgments, and shall not commit any of these abominations, neither any of your own nation, nor any stranger that sojourns among you. Because all these abominations have the men of the land done, which were before you, and the land is defiled. That the land spew not you out also, when you defile it, as it spewed out the nations that were before you. For whosoever shall commit any of these abominations, even the soul that commits them shall be cut off from among their people. Therefore shall you keep my ordinances. For that reason you shall keep my ordinances. You know? People say it's a religion. They're like, yo, y'all trying to push our religion. Say, man, well, stop thinking about religion. We're not talking about religion. This is a blueprint. This is a game plan. This is what goes down, whether you wanted to be spiritually inclined or not. It doesn't matter if you want to accept what's going on or not, like or the causes of what goes on. It doesn't matter.
The ones that's knocking, you know what I mean, that's actually knocking, don't even see what the Israelites actually do. They only hear, you know what I mean, stuff about the Israelites, and they respond to off that what they hear. If they see what us Israelites do, you know what I mean, and what we do for our people and how we, you know what I mean, our you know what I mean, the purpose in the end goal on what we're doing, not just the, you know what I mean, what we do here, but also the end goal. They wouldn't be talking about, you know what I mean, the laws, statutes, and commandments, or anything we do. They would understand. They'd be like, no, these people are here for black people. They actually been out here telling us this whole time. And y'all still, they'd be like, oh man, we don't know our nationality. When we tell you, know, you're an Israelite. And tell you, I'm gonna fight you tooth and nail. You know what I mean?
And I know that's crazy. Cause you're like, what else do you got?
For real.
Like I'm just waiting. Like what else you got?
Now I've asked that questions to hundreds of people. They have no answer.
Yeah, I know that's crazy.
Talking about
what's that?
they one of them was talking about, man, it's in you. My people is like, you know what I mean? How we got down and how we did Bruce that and this, that, and our cuss, whatever, all this stuff, it's inside of you. And I said, what about your language? He said, that's in you too. And I was like, I said, so you telling me? So I'm thinking about it, I'm like, wait, so this dude is basically saying you don't need to be taught nothing. It's just in you naturally.
Yeah.
So,
We don't need no changes. Everything is just fine.
Man, I'm telling you,
we're good right where we're at.
That man, my mind was blown. I couldn't believe that dude was that serious. And like, you know what I mean? That brother right there, a lot of people be looking up to that dude. And I'll be looking at these people like, man, y'all tripping. Like, he a cool dude and all, he's a cool brother. You know what I mean? But he just, like, when it comes down to what he's really about, he ain't really knowing how to, you know what I mean, handle or how to push that movement. He don't know. All he really is an Israelite. He don't know it. You know what I mean? I'll be trying to let him
right.
know. But hey, man, you know that you're just doing exactly what we're doing, or you're trying to do what the Israelites are already doing.
Yeah. You asking questions about what the Israelites already do.
Yeah, you know what I mean? If you want to build up black businesses or you want to go to a place where black people's at, you know what I mean? We got places for that. You want to go to Africa where black people is at, you know what I mean? We got places for that too. You know what I mean? But I'm talking about black people that's from America. You know what I mean? If you want to go follow some or build up black people or build some stuff up, man, we got brothers out there in Africa already doing that. So go ahead and join, help them. If you're trying to build the community up, there's brothers in your community that's already doing that. Why don't you get together and help them? You know what I mean? Brothers need to help. You know what I mean? If y'all, you know what I mean, are y'all brothers out there that, you know what I mean, got this worldly knowledge. You know what I mean? You smart with the history and stuff and with things like that. Yeah, y'all forgive me, man. I'm a lot thinking caught a cold or something. I don't know what's going on, man. Sore throat. Forgive me, man. Voice going in and out. But yeah, man, my thing is, man, we got these brothers, man, that is really, I mean, well, they think they're about our people, man, and I see that they are. They don't think they are about our people, but they don't got the right guidance. Ain't nobody guiding them the right way. You know what I mean? And we got to start guiding them towards the Israelites. Because the Israelites are out there doing what we got to do to get our people.
Yeah.
Yeah, I tell you, my voice keep going out. My bad.
No, it's good. I was over here. I'm trying to find the lighter. I can't find one, so I'm gonna have to light this on the stove.
Yeah.
Hold on, I'm gonna hit this. I'm gonna hit the link, and I'm gonna get on. Hey, can you hear a beat in the background?
Yeah.
All right.
Yeah, slap it.
Cool.
Yeah. Yeah, you want me to finish that right there?
Yeah.
It says, therefore shall you keep my ordinance, that you commit not any of these abominable customs. He didn't say, you know what I mean, customs that was cool. He said abominable. That means he ain't that's something that he don't like. You know, that's something to be a whore, like, you know, to be if you going to, you know what I mean, if you're an abomination or you abominable, man, you are something that's not liked. That's just what it is. You something that's hated. If you ain't like, you hate it.
Right.
I'm not making. There's no difference between like and love, hate and dislike. Like means you love, Hate means you dislike. They're synonymous. That's all I'm trying to say. You know what I mean? A lot of
Right.
people want to play games with those two, man. There's a thin line. You know what I mean? They're the same word, you know what I mean? But if you're abomination, man, the Most High dislikes you. Or if you're doing anything abominable, the Most High dislikes your actions.
Oh yeah.
I couldn't. You turned the thing. Let me get it down. Leviticus 18. What? That thing's getting some feedback.
Oh yeah, I know. Yeah, yeah. My bad. Yeah, he can't stand your guts when you're doing them things, man. You know?
Yeah, facts. And they say, yeah. So it says, which were committed before you, that you defile not yourself therein. I am the King or the Lord or Yahweh or the Master, your power, your Allah, your God.
Right. I'm the one that tells you what's right and wrong. I'm the one that tells you what you should do and shouldn't do. Like bump with all these Barack Obamas and these fucking Joe Biden's been saying. Gay shit ain't accepted. Period. You know? Having sex with the wrong things and the wrong people, having sex with family members, having sex with people's chicks, like all that shit is all not cool. And the crazy thing about it is if we go up into that same go up in that same chapter, and there is scriptures in there that them rappers suggest. There's things that he told us not to do, right?
Mm-hmm. God.
And they're abominations, man. Like right here, let me find it right here on. Like right here, Leviticus 18:26. None of you shall approach to any that is near of kin to him to uncover their nakedness. I am Yahweh. Well, you got people saying, well, I had sex with this dude's chick. And you even got some people these days sitting around trying to have sex with like their brother's chicks or have sex with their cousin's chicks, you know, her ex chicks and all that. And you're like, hey man, that's your near kin. That was like your sister at one point in time. If these people were actually keeping it biblical and we was always looking at it biblically, that is your sister. But you guys are over here
worshiping Molech.
Yeah. Following after the leaders of this world. Following after Molech.
Yeah, bro.
That's a trip, man.
Facts. Pass it through that fire.
Yeah, I had to go.
Following after these rappers right here, man. What's wrong with y'all? These other rappers that be rapping about that stuff too. You know what I mean? They glorify the heathenistic life. They worse than the heathens. You don't see, you don't see much, you know what I mean, Edomites or Moabites or Ishmaelites or Arabs making songs talking about you know what I mean, having sex with their family members, you know what I mean, spouses or their friends' spouses or any of that weird stuff, or killing each other. They don't make songs like that. Only the Negro. Oh, the Jewish people, yeah, I said it. The Jewish people can only pay the Negroes to do that. They pay mostly Negroes to do that. Why? Because that's who it's all against anyway. It's all against the so-called Negro. They ain't got no problem with nobody else.
Right.
Anybody that actually does what we do, they just you know what I mean? They're just what is it called when you hit it? Oh, they just hitting the crossfire. That's what it's called. You know what I mean? They just got hit in the crossfire. That's it. They was firing at us and they jumped in the way. You know what I mean? They fell for it. They're like, man, hold on, man. If y'all, you know what I mean, y'all like that Negro stuff, then you know what I mean, y'all gonna get hit with the same stuff as them. But they give them a little bit, you know what I mean, lenient more when it comes down to the government system. They treat them a little bit better. That's about it. Because they know that, you know what I mean, they're the reason why they even going through that shit. I figured it out. I said the reason why they give their people a more lenient, you know what I mean, thing over them is because it's their people. And they weren't even trying to go against them. A more lenient judgment, that's what I was trying to say. They weren't even trying to go against them. They weren't even trying to, you know what I mean, put these drugs out there. It was never meant for their people to be meth head. It was never meant for their people to be off crack. None of these drugs that's out here was meant for their people. It was actually meant to destroy the so-called Negroes. But the thing is, all you know what I mean, when white people flighted, not all white people had the, you know what I mean, means to just dip up out of there. So there was some up in there with them ghettos with them Negroes. And they did fall under the same stuff that the white people tried to get the Negroes with. Now they trying to come up with things to help out drug addicts and stuff like that, because they done messed them up. They gotta repay. They gotta, you know what I mean, fix this.
Right. You know, like if you look at it, that's all part of the business. That's collateral damage.
Yeah, there it is.
They're collateral damage.
That's right.
Yeah.
That's what I was trying to say.
Oh, okay. Yeah.
He was like, yeah, the collateral damage.
Yeah, they collateral damage, man. You know, that's part of the business. That's just what happens.
Yeah.
You know. All that is the high cost and the high stakes that it takes to keep this system running, to keep Negroes oppressed, not only physically but mentally. Causes you to pass the fire to Molech, man. And you know, it says right there, right at the beginning, moreover, thou shalt not lie carnally with your neighbor's wife, to defile yourself with her. That's something that the brothers suggest.
Man.
You know, I had sex with your chick. Yeah. I had her doing this and that. That's why your chick is this and this with me now and all that stuff. You was like, oh, okay. Right after that, he said, you shall not let your seed pass through the fire to Molech.
Man, hey, look at though. As a kid, you're not consciously aware of what these rappers are saying. No. When you get older and you listen to the songs that you listened to as a kid, you be like, whoa, I was listening to that as a kid. What was wrong? What was wrong with my parents, man? Why was they letting me listen to this?
Right.
You know what I mean? They have to. You gotta watch everything that goes on with your, you know what I mean, in your movements, man. You gotta watch what you say, what you watch. It's like it, man. Can you take over?
No, yeah, they was letting their kid pass through. They was letting us pass through to Moloch, letting us go right from being innocent people. For the most part, you know, kids are always with some of that BS. You got to beat the folly out of a child. But that's another script. But they start off, you know what I'm saying, innocent for the most part.
Yeah, con. My bad. I had to con that one.
Right. They start off innocent for the most part, but then they get a hold of this music, this boom box they end up getting. Like, why y'all give them a radio? Why you give her a radio? No, she doesn't need a damn radio. Like, why are you like, there's nothing on there but programmings. You're gonna get mind programmed. Next thing you know, the kid's gonna be over there being nothing but just an agent of Molech. All our people has been turned into little minions of Molechs. And they starting off with these childish rulers.
So special.
We have our rulers, our princes are just children. They running around wearing glittery, glittery necklaced up, glittery fingered up, dancing with colors on and shit. You're like, damn. You really is appealing to like a simple crowd. Somebody has to be simple to be communicating with that type of behavior. A motherfucker that's actually like really, really serious, they're gonna be looking at you and they're gonna be like, man, what the fuck are you doing, man? Why do you come outside dressed like that? Why are you drawing all this damn attention, nigga? Why don't you go sit your ass down and be on the low? Nigga, we on the creek tonight. We ain't out here. We ain't out here serving Molech. That's why you see it says, also thou shalt not approach unto a woman to uncover her nakedness as long as she is put apart for her uncleanness. What cleanness are we talking about? Are we talking about her time of the month? That's one of them.
Yeah, no, not this one. Ain't it talking about the where she's still bleeding after that time of the month?
Yeah, I'm talking about her time of the month. I said, is it talking about her time of the month, or is it talking about her being put apart because she over there with nothing but an agent of Molech too, and then drew some man up the wall to where he didn't have to wash his hands up or two, or she done called herself leaving this nigga, whatever, however it happened. I still think that it's still an uncleanness thing still. That's just how I see it. I'm not saying, oh man, you should stretch the scripts. I'm not stretching them, but this is just what I see.
Wait, hey, can you repeat that one more time, Finneas? My bad, man. I know I missed something good.
A woman that, like, is it just her being on her period, on her time of the month? Like that, yeah, I take that too. But at the same time, like, I take it as it's like it's a woman that has been put apart for her being nothing but just an agent of Molech too, man. Sitting around there, or being a product of Molech, being a servant of Molech.
Oh yeah,
because of her behaviors of something to where she might have been driving some man up the wall to where he didn't wash his hands of her, or maybe she didn't call herself leaving this dude because of A or B reasons. And you're like, oh, well, you're still unclean. That's why when me and you, we be out there, we be seeing the runaways. We be like, those are runaways.
Yeah.
That's what we call them. We just call them runaways. But this book is saying, hey, man, they're unclean. We already know that they're unclean. We know that. We're like, a runaway is an unclean woman. We know that.
That's why they out there, getting drunk and stuff like that. You know what I mean?
Exactly.
Dressing inappropriate.
Come on now.
Exactly. Not all of them, but most of them.
That's why when you look at that, it'll say, you shall not approach unto a woman. All right, check it out. What is the main thing that people is trying to do out there in those settings when a woman is displayed, caught out in her uncleanness?
Oh man.
Approach. Gotta make my approach. Or yeah, when I approached her, like, yeah, man, I be approaching women all the time. Or yeah, man, when she approached me, come on now. We use that word all the time. That's a word that is used when the engaging of transpires, when two strangers meet at a nightclub or at the bar or somewhere in those settings.
Yeah, I'm guilty. That happened to me.
Well, we all have, man. We've been there. That's how we know. You know, the scripture says that, man, you can't really do too much without experience anyways. You got to have experience to be actually really, you know what I'm saying, get down with teaching this book like that. If you ain't got no experience, then it's like, you know what I'm saying, you can study only so far.
Yeah, because you won't understand what it's saying.
Right. Good understanding have all that do.
And teach.
Right. So you do these commandments, then you'll be able to teach them better. And you have a life where you experience things. Come on, man. You're definitely going to have something to say. Even an old man that's not even in the scripts is still to be, you know what I'm saying, taken serious when he's dropping any jewels, because his experience does testify about something for him. He's old, so we know that he had experience. So you got to let him drop his jewel if you think that he got one. If he thinks that he
like
got
OG one. Last week, fat dude right there. That was a smart brother right there.
Which one?
The OG we talked to in front of the Albertsons. He was basically talking to us, but because the reason why we weren't even talking, because we say exactly what he was saying. He just needed a little bit of refining of the doctrine. But then when we started listening in more, he wasn't even on that I thought he was on. He was, he just kept saying now after that, I'm a messenger. I was like, oh shit.
Yeah.
He ain't saying he Muslim. He ain't saying he Christian. He said he's a messenger.
Right, exactly. And he don't even realize that he's biblical.
Yeah.
He's trying to be anti-biblical. Yeah. Best as he could too.
And no, he goes against the same exact things we go against. I'm talking about the same exact things. Like, the J name, the J bomb name. He goes against the skin color of the J bomb. He goes against that whole ideology of the everything's done away with stuff. And I do, man.
Yeah, Pastor Pork Chop.
Yeah, he was going. Yeah, he was tripping on Pastor Pork Chop.
He was on everything.
Yeah.
That's why we just looking at him. We're just like, hell yeah, man. So we be catching these people out there. So when you catch them, you say, you shall not approach unto a woman to uncover her nakedness. And that's what people are actually out there doing. That's the goal at the nightclubs. Nightclub people are approaching women to get laid. Like, how do you know? Like, I used to be out there. Like that was the goal. God, come on, man. And then you talk to everybody. Hey, man, what are you up to tonight? You ain't seen these dudes. You ain't seen a dude in 10 years. You run into him at the club. Hey, what's up? Hey, man, what are you up to tonight? Long story short, or with so many words, he's looking to approach a woman to uncover her nakedness.
That's the fact, yeah.
That's all he came out here for.
Yeah, and most of the time that be the case. Not all the time, but 90%, 95%, 95%. Yeah.
Right. And he says, as long as she is put apart for her uncleanness. And what is they? They be like, they be runaways.
Facts. Yeah.
You know? He said, and on top of that, you shall not lie carnally with your neighbor's wife. So if there's a female that a dude that we running into people, oh yeah. The homie's locked up. He won't mind. And then he just has sex with her. Yeah, I had sex with the chick. I'm talking about, man, hey, these incidents just happen. I mean, I sat in jail, heard it. Like, what the fuck? And they be like, yeah, man. I'm like, man, you guys ain't gonna fight. You're like, nah, I ain't mad at him. Niggas is gonna be niggas. Is the female. You be like, no, man, we're not supposed to be doing none of that stuff. That's why he said, you shall not lie carnally, even with your neighbor's wife, to defile yourself with her. And people do it. They be friends. I ain't talking about just, some stranger down the block. I'm talking about literally like friends, homeboys, partners.
Yeah, we're still doing it.
To where they got the whole philosophy back in the days with Snoop Dogg and them. It ain't no fun if the homies can't have none.
Yeah.
And that wasn't just a song. Back in the day.
No, that was what they was doing, and they was trying to influence people to do too.
Man, that stuff went down.
Man, these rappers rap what they know.
That stuff went down in those days when that song was a song that people heard everywhere. Like in the black community, when the blacks was playing it, they were trying to live up to that too. Real talk.
That's a fact.
Real talk. And then you rewind it even before that. Swingers, right before crazy. Man. Before that, them people around them in them early 80s, late 70s, guess what they was doing? Swinging.
Yeah, that peace. Yeah, they was on that peace type tip.
Yeah, free love.
Yeah. Yeah, I mean, they was on like
passing wives around.
Yeah, everybody's cool with everybody.
Right.
They went through that phase. Nigga, they went through the phase of we all gonna try to be cool.
Man.
Crazy.
This was before all the AIDS and stuff hit.
Yeah.
Where these people were just being animalistic. Man, I read books, man. Before I read the Bible, I read books. And I read a book about what was going on in the 70s, man. Them people was going nuts, man. I'm talking about it seemed like it was nothing but just a Sodom and Gomorrah demonic festivity everywhere you went. But it was wrapped up in a pretty package of like those bright colors that they were using, the flowers and the images that they were using, the smiley faces and shit that they were using. All these things were like purposefully to contrast the crazy ass behavior, to make it look like, no, we're not fucking, going fucking completely insane. Sex madness. No, we're not. Why? You like look at look. We got flowers. A couple happy faces and shit. Everything's bright. Like ain't nobody doing nothing bad that rock with these type of things. Peace sign. Like look at the sign. This is all about peace. Peace in the hearts. But then you go and look at the behavior, you're like, wait a minute, y'all was swinging. That was Sodom and Gomorrah behavior. Y'all swapping wives. And that all the way up into now, man. It's just turned into like the gang life now. The gang people be doing the sex stuff, man.
Yeah.
Hood rats and whatever they call them, or whatever, you know what I'm saying, just having sex. That's what I'm saying. We look at these things and we blaze over them, and a lot of people don't think that they are doing those things. Well, the rappers is teaching us all this stuff, or what do they call now black culture. Black culture will have you in these settings to where all these things will be going down. You will be giving your kid over to the fire by even teaching them, for real, by giving them a radio with that stuff on it to teach them this stuff. This is it boils down to a radio. Soon as you get the radio, guess what your kid going to do? Get turned the fuck out. Why? You like, because there ain't shit on there. But this, literally, approaching women, right? Getting laid, independent woman bullshit. Because every time, the reason why I say independent woman bullshit, because they end up single often. Passing women around. What? Passing women around. Like some damn jungle animals. And then following after all the other fuckery that comes along with this, with the sexual deviantness that is suggested on the music. Come on now. Like what? Every once in a while, you get some drug use.
Yeah.
Alcohol, you know what I mean? Substance abuse, something like that. This is just real talk, man. You say, and then now you ain't supposed to be lying around with the gays. You know?
God.
This is just, man, this is the most high power, man. Being futuristically on point. He said this a long time ago. And then you look today, and as we unwrap this package of information and revelation, this is literally addressing our situations. I'm talking about what people think is one of the to the workers, to those motherfuckers. I'm not even gonna say the workers. I'm gonna say the most motherfuckers that want to still party. That's what I'm supposed to say it like that. To most adults that want to still party, guess where they go? They go to clubs, bars, listening to this shit. Think about that, man.
Yeah.
You go to out there in the public places, faggots. Just everywhere now. And I don't know about all these people about, if they ain't having sex with animals, but I know these people be sleeping with them.
Yeah.
I'm like, let's just keep it real. We know it. And it's always been kind of like a debate within itself, just right off the bat. Like, hey, that's an animal. That's a dog in your bed. Come on, man.
Well, it says it's both.
Huh?
I say it's both because it says it. It says, neither shall thou lie with any beast to defile thyself therewith. And then it says, neither shall any woman stand before a beast to lie down there too.
Right.
So is that saying that that one saying that, like that one when it's saying that the woman shall not stand before a beast to lie down there too? That's saying like as if sleeping with an animal, right?
Sleeping with an animal or having sex with an animal. Both. That's what I think. I'm looking at that.
Yeah,
I'm
the
like,
first one, yeah, the first one, Leviticus, 23, when it says, "Neither shall thou lie with any beast to defile theirself therewith," that's like laying in the bed with them and stuff.
right.
And then when it says, "Don't stand before a beast to lie down there too," you know what I
Sex.
mean? Sex, yeah, yeah.
Sex. That's confusing.
Yeah, that is confusing. Both of those, both of that it was just mentioned is confusing. That's what he's saying.
Like you're out of your mind. He said, defile not yourselves in any of these things. You know? And another way of the beast too is a beast is, you know what I'm saying, like careless. You know?
Yeah, like a moose
Mm-hmm.
or lion. You know, they people be having lions in their house.
Right. Right.
Or vicious, you know what I mean, animal, vicious dog, vicious
Right.
cat. You know what I mean?
So who would that be? So who would that be as in a personification? How would you personify a beast if you're going to be looking at that or looking for that within black people? What would be our beast?
The gang members.
Come on now.
And the you know what I mean, and then the females that aren't righteous, that aren't upright.
Or the females that think they gangbangers. Come on now.
Right. Yeah, right, yeah.
You know? Like, neither shalt thou lie with any beast to defile yourself therewith. Neither shall any woman stand before a beast to lie down there too. Our women ain't supposed to be sitting around there chasing those bumbling fools. And we're not supposed to be chasing them bumbling brides. But they call them hood rats. Ain't a hood rat beast?
Yeah.
Come on, man. Neither shalt thou lie with hood rats to defile yourself. Neither shall any woman stand before some gangbanger to lie down there too. It is confusion. Defile not yourselves in any of these things, for in all these things the nations are defiled, which I cast out before you. You see that, man? Because if you look, defile not yourselves in any of these things, for in all these the nations are defiled, which I cast out before you. And that would be a real good remedy that addresses a lot of stuff that fucks up black people.
Yeah.
That comes from gangbangers. That comes from that whole idea and that whole ideology. All of that.
Yeah. Yeah. Because of what I think I'm looking at it, man, and these people are taking over.
Yeah.
I'm looking up and I'm like, oh, I'm seeing, oh, at least out here in California, everywhere you see black people, you know what I mean? It's gangs.
That's it.
Not, you know what I mean? That's what it is. Everywhere you go, you're in somebody's section or neighborhood. And all it is their neighborhoods. And they took their neighborhoods and they started representing those. Then they start funking with each other. It's just like,
Yeah.
what's going on, man? Then they start, you know what I mean, doing the whole little homie can't have none. There ain't no fun. The homie can't have nothing. The drugs, the killing, the
Yeah,
talking
man.
about sleeping with each other's chicks, doing sleeping with the homie's chick to get back at the homie that beat him up.
That's what I'm saying. What's going
That's
on?
what females used to do.
Yeah, they still do that shit.
Yeah, they started that. No, that's yeah. They
That's what I'm
started
saying.
that.
That shit right there, all that right there is giving your kid over to Molech. That's Molech, man. I'm looking right at it like, y'all Molechs. Y'all nothing but a bunch of agents of Molechs, and y'all be teaching y'all kids y'all same behavior. Like, your mama and your daddies were Molech people. And they gave them over to you. I mean, they gave you over to it. And now look at you. Bumping that filth. He said, defile not yourselves, any of these things. He said, for all these nations are defiled, which I cast out before you. And you know what's crazy? Akmalak?
Yeah.
When it says all these nations are defiled for all these things, I looked and I saw at it was an Applebee's that was it was in a white town. Real talk, man. A white town far off the main freeway. And the white town was nice. And one thing was going on, man, and I went to the Applebee's because I had to use the restroom. Went to that Applebee's, man, and it was nothing but just white people. A gang of them, though. And guess what they was listening to? They was listening to some crazy ass Lil Wayne music. Loud as hell. Yeah. Real loud, though. I'm talking about you can hear it from outside. I just couldn't make out the words until I opened up the door. And you open up the door, it sounded like a club. Where all the lights was on. Real talk, all the lights was on.
Yeah, I know. Yeah, I ran into one of those scenes. Yeah, I ran into an all white. Yeah, I'm serious. I ran into an all white restaurant, and they pumping nigga music. I'm like, whoa. Yeah. You know what I mean? It caught me off surprise. I'm like, wait, these are real white people. They all cool with this shit.
Yeah.
I was surprised. That's crazy.
Yeah, man. I got surprised and shocked and creeped out all at the same time, and I left. I didn't use the restroom. I left. I was like, oh shit. Because they all looked up at me too.
For real, yeah. This is my time to go. I'm ruining the moment.
Yeah, you fucked up something.
I'm not supposed to know that these niggas, these people listen to Lil Wayne.
Right, you're not supposed to know it. Exactly. You caught them listening to something you wasn't supposed to catch them listening.
No, but you'll catch them. You'll catch these people off guard. You know what I mean? Because they be listening to people like Snoop Dogg and stuff. Snoop Dogg was a crazy man. That was a crazy dude to listen to.
Yeah,
and these white people I'm talking about love Snoop Dogg. I didn't know that white people even listen to that person. I'm like, wait, white people listen to Snoop Dogg?
Yeah, you gotta be out of your mind to listen to Snoop Dogg.
Yeah,
Snoop Dogg is crazy as hell. If you sit back and listen to all his music, that I did it before. I went on like a Snoop thing, and that dude right there will drive you crazy. you'll be gang banged out.
For real.
That's all he's trying to do. He just sitting around there, he turning little young dudes into cribs. He got like a real basic. You know, like you know how when you see Dr. Seuss books, you see how they're real basic,
Yeah.
but kids memorize them.
Yeah.
It's because they're really
Yeah, that's
basic,
Snoop.
though.
Yeah.
You know, Snoop does that. Snoop doesn't be like rapping all fast. You don't catch Snoop like bumping all fast and saying all kind of things. You know what I mean? To where you be like, man, that nigga smart. He don't rap like that. He just raps like real, right? Yeah, just he got his own little thing where he just rapping almost like Dr. Seuss, but he's saying like gang banging shit. You know, I'm like this, man, like that. That's Molech.
Huh.
Yeah. Now we handle that Molech, man. People don't know about this Leviticus 18, man. This is a very profound scripture. All right?
God.
It starts at Leviticus 18 and 19, man. That's called gas, man.
Yeah, that's gas.
We know what the people line with mankind, with womankind. You know what I mean? Homosexuals. And he says, the land is defiled. Why? Because these people even be bumping and this shit at Applebee's and they be trying to live off this stuff now too, man. You know, they over there making money off of it. Sit around there probably getting a couple of ideas. I know they be at the club. Some of them look like they over there, you know what I mean, looking like they up to no good too. You know, you got the Nazi looking ones and stuff. He said, therefore you keep. Oh, my bad. He said, and the land is defiled. Therefore I do visit the iniquity thereof upon it. And the land itself vomits out her inhabitants. This is part of the reasons why, because these people are doing all this, man, giving over the kid over to Molech, being faggots. Lying with bestiality, and I'll tell you this: the Edomites, the rulership, they do goat sex. Yeah, I said it. They do bestiality.
Yeah, that Mason stuff.
Yeah, they commit bestiality and homosexuality.
Yeah, there's a brother that's a Mason. Well, yeah, I mean, I wouldn't call him a brother. There's a dude that's a Mason. That's a part of the SVDL, and he admits that he did it. He does it with goat. Well, he did it with a goat in order to become a Mason.
No,
man, he admits it. I call him on it every time I get a chance. I'm like, man, I know you want to see. He's like, no. He's like, man, hey, I did it. And I'm like, what? This is crazy.
That nigga, man, no, he's wrong.
Yeah, he could be bestiality. Yeah, I hit him with this script too.
You did?
Yeah.
Man, yeah, man. All praises, man. All praise to the Most High. Look, man, that dude, man, he ought to be ashamed of himself. He ought to be ashamed of himself. You do some shit like that. Man, you know, matter of fact, you ought not to ever even do nothing like that. You ought to have a little bit more, you know what I mean, self-respect. You got to look at yourself and say, nah, man, you know, I'm gonna draw a line. and I'm gonna stay on this side of it. I ain't crossing that line. No, I'm not doing goat sex.
Man,
Like, what's the point? That's what I'll be looking. I'm like, man, what the fuck am I supposed to be doing this for? Nah, man. I'm like, I ain't kicking it with nobody that wants me to have sex with an animal. I don't give a fuck what y'all doing. Oh, you gonna get you get like what? What you gonna offer me? Some money? No thanks. I just go and I just go get my own money. Like, okay, so what? I don't get to own a stupid boat. I guess I'll deal with it. This ain't my kingdom anyways. But he's sitting around there making that type of move, man. And my question to that dude, I would have asked him is, and what'd you do? What would you get out of that?
hey, you man, that dude's crazy. Hey, he that's his initiation. Shoot, 18 and 50, 25. I want to screen share because look at man, this will be going down. You know what I mean? The droughts, the land is kicking them out. That water is reciting. It's disappearing, man. These people is running out of water. Look at that. The drying U.S. West.
Right, man.
The whole man, it's half the United States
Let me get that.
is dried up. That you see it?
What did you do a screen share?
Oh no, go ahead.
Huh?
Yep, go ahead. No, go ahead.
Oh no, I get it. I didn't notice you already did it.
Oh. Oh yeah, here it is.
What happened?
You see it? You see it?
Yeah, now I
In
can.
the house? Boom.
Yep.
Look at that.
Now I can see it.
The drying U.S. West. These
Yeah.
people, the land is kicking them out. They're losing water. The historical drought slams the entire western U.S. as wildfire season looms. Not only is everything burning up, they ain't even having enough water to put this shit out, man. Cow out how about, man. That's what happens.
Damn, man. Yeah, that's real. Cow halal how about, man. Yeah, they don't have enough to put it out or nothing. And what's up with the floods, man?
For real. Oh, damn, still shit.
What about hurricane damage?
Oh, I can. Oh, you want me to look that up?
Yeah. Hurricane damage.
Man, there's been a gang of hurricanes.
Yeah. You got that hurricane damage?
In the United States. Let's look at them. Boom. Yeah, we want to go to the images.
Yeah.
Yeah, let's go. Boom. Sir. Yeah. There it is. Yeah, is it Sharon?
Yeah, sharing out. Yeah, you see that? You see that? That's when a land starts vomiting you out.
Con.
You're being vomited out of your own land.
You see these things? Boom, bam, hitting, wow, wow.
Just destruction.
That's huge too. That ain't small.
No. That's like 20%.
You see how bigger it gets?
20% the size of the United States, probably like even more.
You see it in the house?
Yeah.
This one right here, you see it starts off a
Humongous.
little small, gets bigger, 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 tears that shit up. Wow. Then dips out of there. Like,
Right.
what? You just gonna go over the whole half the United States like that? One half is on fire, the other half flooded.
Yeah. Straight bro. Straight
For
being
real.
vomited. Being vomited out. Vomited out its inhabitants.
Man, people getting pulled out on stretchers.
The inhabitants is being vomited. Yeah.
She was too
not to mention they got a mask up now.
Yeah, you see who it's happening to. You see who it's happening to.
Yeah. You know,
I be talking to, you know what I mean?
They think they think that we ain't really trying to, you know what I mean, show them any type of love or nothing because of the stuff we say. And it's like, no, we're not Christians. You guys just expect Christianity from us. We telling y'all, hey, the nation is being destroyed. You're being vomited out of this land because at the end of the day, y'all down with that fag shit.
Yeah, you going under Leviticus 18, man. Leviticus 18:21, right? Or 18:17. 21. Bam, yep, and then 22. That's where it starts at. Right? It says, and thou shalt not let thy seed pass through the fire of Molech. Oh yeah. Yeah, it was 22, Leviticus 18:22 with the homosexuals. And then the land with the animals, because they do that too. They be like, look at that one. Ida tore their ass.
Yeah, Hurricane Ida. Yeah, that tore them up. If them people didn't build those levees,
they're getting hit back to back to back, and then in the Western Hemisphere getting hit with droughts, famines, and fires. Well, the western part of America, that's what I mean.
Right. Damn,
so we see on one half, we just seen how they was on fire and they was on droughts. They going through these droughts. You know what I mean? And on the eastern part, we seen all these hurricanes and stuff like that. There's more than hurricanes over there too, man. They did just come from that Arctic freeze little phase from over there. Remember that?
Yeah.
They barely was trying to recover from that. No, as soon as they trying to recover, smack hurricane.
Dang.
Summertime, smack hurricane. Smack hurricane. You're like, dang, man, every time I look up, y'all getting tore up.
Yeah, they getting hurt.
I'm hearing people talking about how, yeah, I mean, I'm seeing people, you know what I mean, that's affected. So like some people that's around there that's affected by, you know what I mean, these things, and they tend like they trying to be covered. It's bad out there.
Yeah. They don't even have electricity.
No. It's bad. When somebody's telling you they trying to recover, they stuff looking like this right here. Oops, hold on. Bam. Like this. You gotta recover from that. Oh yeah, man. My bad. I didn't even screen share. Dang. I thought I was still screen sharing.
No, you're not screen sharing.
My bad. Slocking. Yeah, because I was still going through. You know what I mean? You see it?
Hell yeah.
When somebody say, hey, I'm out here trying to recover from this last hurricane.
Dang.
This is what they're trying to recover. Look at building, going. 2 buildings that's standing up, that's not even standing up. They might as well have been gone too.
Yeah. Yeah, we are completely dilapidated.
That's what gives them hope. Oh man, it's not funny. But that's what gives them hope, man.
Yeah,
they go off of that and they say, you know, they try to get it all back. But at the end of the day, man, the land is vomiting you up. They don't want you here.
They don't want you here.
You defiled the land with the blood of the saints.
Right.
and now your blood must be repaid. You know what I mean? It must be the what must happen is the Most High got to judge you guys for what y'all did, because then can't nobody else do it. Everybody else that went against y'all got they ass whooped. Esau, don't be playing.
Right.
Well, at the end of the day, the Most High coming through like, no, Edomites, all y'all, everybody getting it. Australia, y'all getting it too. Hitting them too
That's
with
right.
fires. You ain't playing with none of these people.
Every last
Jewish
one of them.
people, right? Jewish people, you know what I mean, going through wars and stuff, using their technology to stop these Muslims from bombing their ass. You seen
Yeah.
that?
Yeah.
They
I'm
getting
looking
hit here and there, and then making peace treaties.
making peace treaties.
Yeah.
Yeah, these
Like, hey,
mugs,
man,
man.
we don't want that phone no more, y'all. Can y'all stop sending y'all missiles down this way? We losing bodies. They don't give a damn about your bodies losing. Y'all thought y'all was gonna get away. Y'all thought it was everything was all good. Most High said that's what he likes. That's what he does, man. That's the part of the Most High's name. He shows up when you're having a good time. Party pooper. Uh-oh, daddy's home.
Yeah. Yeah.
I can't do it right now because my boys are like, I did it.
Hell yeah.
Yeah. You know, you know what I mean? When he show up. When he come in, he gonna come with the sword. You know what I mean?
Yeah, man. These people right here, they gooses is cooked. And that's one of the reasons why they acting like they ain't noticing that we're right. Because they looking and they're like, dang, man. We did ignore these niggas and we did them wrong.
Man.
They're
No,
like,
and the cool thing about it is some of them do be knowing, man, what's going on, Yashar. Hey, some do be knowing, but they at the end of the day will be
tanks on the
telling
ground.
when we be talking to them, they be like, no, man, they get all offended and stuff and walk off talking about only God could judge me and stuff like that. You heard me?
Khan, yeah. Yashar, y'all, oh, what's up? He said,
Yeah. Hey, source up or shut up. Come on. Yeah. Shout out to the source. Source the big lead.
Hey, yeah, shalom, man. Yeah, man, we just been on here, man, talking about this Molech worship. People they've been worshiping Molech. What's going on, sister?
What's up, brothers? What it do?
What's going on, sis?
Shalom.
What's going on?
Shalom.
Shabbat shalom. Yeah,
Yeah,
did you
so
catch that? You catching this Leviticus 18?
Leviticus 18?
Yeah, that's where we at. Did you catch it? Did you hear what we was talking about?
Nah, I was switching phones. What'd you say?
Oh yeah, Balax, you want to do a recap?
Yeah, we can do it. Yeah, can you see the screen?
No, not right now, not yet. Yeah, wait, hold on. No,
No, hold on.
$18 and $22?
yeah, we had we started we did start at 22. Yeah, we actually, you know what I mean, we actually kind of went back up. Shoot.
Yeah, we went up a little bit because you know what I mean. Some stuff went with it. It starts at 19.
Okay.
But he said, thou shalt not approach unto a woman to uncover her nakedness, as long as she is put apart from her uncleanness. Moreover, thou shalt not lie carnally with your neighbor's wife to defile yourself. And thou shalt not lie. I mean, Salakia. He said, thou shalt not let any of your seed to pass through the fire to Molech. Neither shalt thou profane the name of your God. I am Yahweh. All right. And then immediately afterwards, he says, you aren't allowed to lie with mankind as with womankind. It is an abomination. That's in complete contrast to what these people are saying. So you look at the word, you look at the word Molech in the Septuagint, it says right here, it says ruler. It says you shall not give your seed over to the rulers. And you look and we see that our people, we've been ruled over, our minds are ruled over, and our behaviors are ruled over and dictated upon by rappers. We got a lot of rappers that literally is steering, for the most part, people's mentalities. And we like, dang, man, you can see a lot of stuff that we do. We learn it off of the music. If it's not the music, it'll be the actors, the black actors.
Right.
You're like, dang. You're like, that is what rules over our behavior. And well, the scripture says you are not allowed to give your seed over to that. So you're like, oh, okay. So I know that we're not burning people, but we do give them, that on the television. We'll allow those people to we'll allow our children to say, have access to those people's rulership. By giving them either the ability to watch it on TV or give them a radio. Or these days they get a cell phone.
Even a video game.
Yep. Yeah.
Right.
I mean, you gotta monitor everything. You know what I mean? That your kid watching. Not saying that, and we're not saying that. You know what I mean? All TV shows are bad for kids. You know what I mean? There's things that you can find. You know what I mean? Or there's movies that are, you know what I mean, good to watch, like as far as for kids and stuff like that. Even in when your kids get older, there's things still to watch, and there's you know what I mean, and the things that we watch is just, you know what I mean, things that we learn. You know what I mean, because that's all we're doing is watching to learn something, learn about something. Every time we watching or looking at, reading anything, we're doing it to learn about it. So you might as well teach your kids or let your kids learn and let yourself learn the right things, positive things, good things. You know what I mean? And, you know what I mean? Get knowledge. Seek you out the book and read. Seek ye out the Lord first, and then the Most High will provide everything else. Everything else will come with that, as long as you follow the law, statutes, and commandments. The law, statutes, and commandments line up with real life.
True.
Just abide by the law, statutes, and commandments. You'll see. And it tells you, I mean, it tells you got to work 6 days a week. It's not cool with poverty and slugger and people that's sitting on their hands. You know what I mean? Right. This right here is a book of life. And it also teaches you, you know what I mean, after those 6 days that you work, you still go out there and do that real work. You know what I mean? Which is guide them lost souls back to the Most High God.
Right. First the kingdom.
That's the truth, man. Now, that was a good word. Akmalah, Torah. You know? So when we see now and we investigate this whole concept, we see that we have overlooked it a lot because it sounds a little too radical for it to apply to us. We'll see it, we'll be like, oh man, I ain't burning any kids, that ain't me. I don't know what those people were doing back then, but they ain't got nothing to do with me.
For real, no. Hey, that's that Christian thought right there. You like, what? Yeah. You thought they was like passing them through fire, literally.
Right.
But at the end of the day, they be thinking that snake in the garden is literal.
Right, exactly.
No?
Exactly. They're not rightly dividing the word of truth.
Come on.
So by rightly dividing it and then making it modern, so you can take it in modernizing it, looking at it and saying, okay, what is this saying to me today? Right? That's how you got to look at something like this. You're like, what is this saying to me today? You're like, oh, I'm not supposed to give my kids over to this rulership. And then you look and you're like, there's a lot of different aspects, there's different channels of this rulership, but they're all existing and they all rule over me. But I'm not supposed to, you know what I mean? I'm supposed to repent from all these things, of course, but I'm definitely not supposed to allow my kids to fall into the same pattern. You know? That's the reason why the Israelite music is something that God allowed us to have, where we don't have no excuse. You have the Israelite music, you don't have to listen to rappers say this stuff. You got the YouTube. You can control now what you watch. Actually, you can control what you watch on anything now.
Yep, facts. Oh, yeah, even on the TV.
Yeah, you can control anything that you watch. You don't have to
unlimited channels, and they got certain genres, whatever. They got every genre you can think of on TV and internet.
Yeah, you know,
learn about anything.
I got an LG TV, and do you know LG TVs? You know they come with with hundreds of channels.
No.
Yeah. You just turn it on and you got TV all the time, like cable, on demand and everything.
But it's not cable.
It's not cable, no.
Dang, it's just the TV.
Just the TV.
Wow, that's right. For real,
dude. I'm talking about watching YouTube and everything off of it.
Dang, that must be a smart TV.
Yeah, it's an LG TV. I'm like,
oh yeah, the one you can hook up to your phone. You can hook it up to your phone, TV.
Oh yeah, I seen somebody doing
that.
Yeah. I seen a dude.
What about
playing the game off his phone, but it was broadcasting on the TV and on his phone, and he was using like his phone was basically the game system. That was crazy.
No,
but he was looking at his phone as he was shooting, but then you could see it on the big screen that he had it on. You know what I mean? As you go into the room.
Yeah. Yeah, this TV does that.
Oh, that's tight.
But the point is, you don't have to watch anything that you don't want to watch. You know what I'm saying? Your kid doesn't have to sit there and watch SpongeBob. There probably was a day to where when SpongeBob came on, that's all that was on that channel. You just got to watch SpongeBob. Now, you ain't got no excuse leaving your kid left to SpongeBob. You giving your kid over to Molech.
Dang.
You know what I mean? You leave your kid to SpongeBob. You just now pat, man, for real. You just now
give him over to these rulers.
Get your kid over to the rulers.
Yeah.
And what is the first thing that SpongeBob gonna be trying to do to your kid? We having your kid violate 18 and 22.
Yeah, facts.
SpongeBob be trying to turn kids out. SpongeBob be doing stuff. SpongeBob and Patrick and all that. I seen Patrick. Patrick was jealous because SpongeBob was hanging out with a chick.
Whoa!
What?
Dang, that was crazy though. And this is just facts. Man, who does that, Finneas? I'm gonna put them out there. Gang members.
No.
Nigga, they acting like Patrick.
Damn. Acting like Patrick.
Big facts.
I'm not lying. I'm serious. I'm like, wait, these people get mad when they like homeboys get a chick or something.
Yep. They get
She ain't got
mad.
no
Sorry,
friend.
you
She
shot
ain't
it
got
back.
no friend.
Yep.
For real. And then
If
she got
your
a friend,
problem-
they really mad now.
Right. She ain't got no friend. Nah. She ain't got no friends.
Hey, you heard me about Alex, about Yashar?
Yeah. Huh?
Yashar in the back.
Oh, shalom, man. Shalom. Maranatha.
Yo,
What's
Shalom,
going on?
family. I got an article for you to read, bro, to go hand in hand with what you're talking about. And it's crazy that the Most High laced me up with this like a couple of days ago. And I didn't even think to say it, but I remembered it, right? And
Yeah.
now that you know, he put it on y'all spirit to bring it out. So it's important for me to share this with y'all, bro. So I'm gonna go ahead and share the link with you right now.
Con.
Yeah, we can, you know what I mean? We can bring that out right now, too.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's cool.
And so to give you a little insight on what it is, right? This article is dealing with the actual passing your kids through the fire when you're dealing with abortions and you're killing the babies. So you're going to understand specifically that they want these abortions strictly for sacrifice purposes. And so now it links into what you brothers was just talking about. So here, let me pass the link to you so you can share with the family. It's in the back chat, bro.
Okay, hold on. All right. Hold on, let me get it.
So this lets you know, family, that the Canaanites, the Canaanites, Cain and Abel, and the Canaanites, right, during the time of Israel, yeah, they all work together, family. That system is an ancient system, and it's here today. Understand that.
Dang, they all out there with it too. It's crazy.
Is it me or is
Skipping?
breaking up?
Yeah, there's a lag.
All right. Let me see.
Now, mind you, this is in March.
How about now? Is everything cool?
Yeah, everything's cool.
Can y'all hear me?
Yeah.
All right. As you see, the article is from March 6, 2021.
It says, right. So this past week, while the nation was distracted by Joe Biden's dementia-ridden incompetence and Andrew Cuomo's predatory misogyny, the Satanic Temple of Texas filed suit to defend its religious right to engage in child sacrifices as a spiritual ritual. The Dallas Observer, that's crazy, man. Come on now. My bad. Come on. All right. It says the Satanic Temple of Texas filed a suit to defend its religious right to engage in child sacrifice as a spiritual ritual. These people right here, man. The Dallas Observer reports as follows. On February 23rd, 2021, the Satanic Temple of Dallas, Fort Worth, and Houston filed a lawsuit against the state of Texas, alleging certain state-mandated abortion regulations violate the religious liberty of its members. And dang, that means these people been doing it and violate the temple's religious teachings.
God, they have been doing it, bro.
The
Like I
Satanic
said,
Temple.
it's an ancient practice. They've been doing it since, you know what I'm saying, Hashatan hit the earth.
Khan. He said, the Satanic Temple wants its followers to be exempt from such regulations. The temple has members across the country, including in Texas. So not just in Texas.
Nah.
Wow.
So you know they members got bread, and so you know they members can fly in from anywhere and you know what I'm saying, conduct their rituals and fly out.
That's facts.
Right. Dang. Yeah. He said it's legal to get an abortion in Texas. To get an abortion in Texas, clarifies the Observer, but the procedure is banned after 20 weeks unless a life-threatening medical condition is involved or the fetus has a severe abnormality. If a person is eligible, the state requires them to get a sonogram and receive paperwork about medical risks, adoptive alternatives, and developmental stages of the fetus. The state then requires a woman to wait 24 hours after receiving the sonogram and paperwork before she can go through with the abortion. The Observer continues, but the temple's members consider abortion a ritualistic practice, according to co-founder and spokesperson Lucien Greaves, who maintains the state regulations
Now hold on.
disrupt this
Before you-
ritual. Wow.
Now check this out.
Go ahead.
Now, anytime you see Lucy, you know, that's just short for Lucifer.
Con.
So just like
Wow.
just like we have our father's name in our name, they definitely gonna have their father name in their name. You get it?
Right. Yeah.
That's why the land is
Man.
bombing these people out, man.
And you know what's crazy?
So if
That's true. And you know what's crazy? These people that the abortion places are all blacked out. You can't see inside anywhere. I'm talking about the windows are pitch black.
Facts.
I used to get contraceptives from there. They used to give them out for free. A whole bag of them.
I'm gonna keep it real with you. I didn't even know. I didn't even know where those places was in LA.
Yeah, they like you won't be able to tell.
Yeah, you feel me?
Yeah, that's crazy. Yeah, they're like, you know, they're real inconspicuous little spots, but they blacked out, super black, to where you never know what. Like I used to always look and be like, man, you don't know what's going on up in there. So black, I'm like, what they hiding? Like, dang, and they're hiding satanic rituals. This is what they were saying. Because they're tying their satanic rituals to abortions.
Now check this out. One of the main abortionists who was doing the work, I bro, and I apologize because you know I'm all about sources, and I can't source up on this particular one, but trust me, you ain't gotta trust me with. You can go find it. You know what I'm saying? Most High will. This doctor, bro. They found fetuses, bodies, bro, of babies of all genders, bro, in his backyard buried.
Oh yeah, I seen that.
Okay, so you know what I'm talking about.
Yeah.
Man, bro, sick. These motherfuckers are sick, bro.
Yeah, they really doing. They really kidnapping, killing people. They're kidnapping kids. They're killing kids. They're killing babies, newborn babies. You know what I mean? They aborting baby. They'll abort a baby like 2 months what is it like up to 2? Like I know, I heard about some people that aborted baby from a lady that's 7 months pregnant. They'll abort the baby.
Yeah, man. Yeah, they'll deport
Or
the baby really
or
far
they
off
go
into
through,
term.
or they go to term, right? They go to all the term, and they had a baby, you know what I'm saying, in secret, and murder the baby.
Uh-huh.
Right, they do that too. They'll have the whole baby and then they'll quote unquote adopt it off.
Nah, bro, not even adopted off. I'm talking about you won't even know, you know what I'm saying? Like they keep the woman in like, okay, so they had a satanic whistleblower, and she was basically telling you like how she was groomed up from a kid, bro, and how basically, you know, man, they have women to get pregnant from the orgies, you know what I'm saying, not knowing who the father is, and they keep the woman for 9 months. You know what I'm saying, out of sight, out of mind. And boom, she had a baby and then sacrificed the baby, bro. It's not documented. The baby is not documented nowhere.
Yeah.
Dang.
And it ain't like I can just make this
child
shit up.
sacrifice.
You see what I'm saying? Like I can't, I don't
Right.
I don't have a demonic mind, so I can't think of no shit like that just to create a story, right? I literally gotta
Right.
read this. I gotta hear from, you know what I'm saying, the horse's mouth.
Damn. Yeah, that's a trip, man. Yeah. You can't make shit up like this. This is just what it is. Like we were reading, and we were putting a more of an esoteric application when it comes down to these things applying to the so-called black man. But yeah, man, these things right here that it's saying that these people, they do these things literally, man. They are literally doing child sacrifice.
That's why I had to link. That's why the Most High linked it up. Like he knew he was gonna put it on y'all to bring it out, right? This how the Most High worked, bro. He knew he was already gonna link y'all up to bring it out. He knew that I was gonna. He already had laced me up with the information with this right here, right? He know how I work. So boom, the fact that we meeting right now, at this point in time, where y'all at with the conversation, right? And then here I come in with this right here to show you in today's time, real time, that this ancient system of them sacrificing babies, we also following that same wicked ass system. You know what I'm saying? To today, it's happening, family.
Right, man. Wow. So when you give, like when you give your child, or when you give an abortion, your wife has an abortion, or your daughter has an abortion, that right there that's going to Molech. That's going to Molech, like in so many ways, and directly for the worst part.
Yeah, you're empowering them.
Man, fam, y'all hitting that shit right on the nail right now, bro. I'm telling you.
So who they suing so they could do this?
Say that again,
like they suing. It looks like they're suing somebody.
Who are they suing?
Mm-hmm.
They suing the state of Texas.
I think they
suing the state of Texas to get that get the law. I mean, so that they can at least get an exemption.
Yeah.
If that's the case, we got religious, what do you call it? Religious practices that we have to, like, we can't take their vaccine, so we need to do that.
We can definitely push the line. You know what I'm saying? I'm gonna push the line. You know what I'm saying? Because if they talk about trying to force me, bro, I mean, you know what I'm saying? It's either life or death.
Right, but they can go have abortion. No, that's just not right. They can go have abortions, but they trying to give us vaccine to kill the yah in us and to stop us from having baby.
No, they're
No.
fighting to continue to keep that because I guess Texas is going against them doing the ritual abortions. You know
And
what I
so
mean?
you know, they not gonna do nothing that's gonna stop them from procreating so that they can sacrifice them babies.
Right.
Yeah, they'll still kill the baby.
So it's
No matter what. They
it's
just do it, quote
it's really
unquote.
aimed for us, sister.
Yeah,
Like,
but to say
it's
they
really-
want to kill our babies.
right.
Right. They want to kill our babies because they don't be in there. That's the thing. They're not they're not at Planned Parenthood. They run Planned Parenthood.
You got to think. They whole purpose, right? They whole purpose in life is to have 2 children, and if they can have a son and a daughter, they feel like they blessed. They ain't got to have no more kids, and that's how they rock and roll. If you pay attention to their whole to their society, and you go back and you see what members and what societies was actually doing that, you'll find out that it was always the wicked that was in rule that was doing it like that. When you look at us,
Now,
he told us to be fruitful and multiply. Stop playing.
Huh.
Stop playing.
right.
So
Yeah, they always they look at me. I only got 3 kids, and they still say I got a lot of kids. I'm like,
Yeah, that's what I'm about to say. Whoa, that is for like
he
for
said,
one
they
of them
said
real,
I only got 3, and they said I got a
for
lot.
one of them real Edomites, 3 is a whole lot. Them they cool with 1.
they want to, man. That's it's Chris Mountain say that though.
After 1, they come up with sayings like double trouble and things like that. You know what I mean?
Right.
That's why I believe that's why they women be so miserable, bro, and be so angry. You know what I'm saying? They represent what they husbands are. You know what I'm saying? So eventually, like even if they're not like that, eventually they become like that because of what they're around.
Yeah. They are a miserable people. You know, that's why they probably kill so much. That's why they probably like to destroy, and they like to see, you know, wealth gaps and stuff because they're compensating for something. And one of the things is their lack of reproduction, man. That ain't something that we face.
You ever paid attention to how we rule?
Those people, they face it on a mass level.
Battle Wax. You ever paid attention to how we rule?
How we rule?
Yeah.
No, yeah. Let me see. Would you fill me in?
For example, right now, they whole purpose is to be on top, right? Nobody else up there with them. Even those that's in their own land. You can't be ruling your own shit really in your own land. Even if you know what I'm saying, you got it like that, right? This is how they implement rule. Well, we never did it like that. If you want to kill yourself off, if you want the wrath of the Most High to come destroy your land because you over there doing some wicked ass shit, and then he give it to us, okay, so be it. Keep doing that dumb shit. You know what I'm saying? But it never happened like that. You know what I'm saying? The thing is, we never went to go try and take their land. You know what I'm saying? All of the outside nations and all of that, even when we were in rule with King Solomon, they came to us, you see what I'm saying, to be allies. You know what I'm saying? They brought all type of, you know what I'm saying, riches and wealth and all of that to Solomon, including their daughters, right? It wasn't that King Solomon was out there just being this whoremonger. That's the reason that he had all them wives, because these men was bringing their daughters to link up. Like, okay, We got to link up with the Most High people, man. Straight up. I got a beautiful daughter right here. Look, I'm about to get you to marry this king over here, and yeah. So hey, don't worry about nothing else around here. We gonna get you married to the Israel.
Right.
Regardless of what God we serve, we gonna look. You about to have one of his seeds, goddamn it. You see what I'm saying? And so when people get to talking outside of their neck, bro, like they understand our heritage, bro. That shit really pisses me off, man. Bro, like they understand our heritage, bro. That shit really pisses me off, man.
Oh hell yeah. Oh yeah, that messes me up too, man. One of the main things that I was, you know what I mean, just kind of meditating to myself about is, it was yesterday. I was like, yeah, man, you know, don't be bringing your white ass around on our panels. You know, I'm like, don't come around here shining. It ain't your time to shine. I don't give a damn what you think you know. Go to your people.
Don't never allow them to
and
teach.
Go and teach them.
Don't never allow them to teach.
Yeah. Oh, I don't, man. I was imagining being on somebody else's channel. You know what I'm saying? Yeah. But you know, that's what I want to say. You know, I'm thinking about visiting over to somebody's channel that I know about, we all know about, and letting them know about that, man. Like, man,
I mean, bro,
you know, bump all that stuff.
No heathen's supposed to be teaching our heritage at all.
Nah, man, they ain't. We're supposed to be protecting the ordinance, man, that the Most High God has set out.
Absolutely.
There's a certain order to things that He has, man. And people take words like synagogue or tabernacle. They'll take those things and they'll take them too literal to where they'll think that some of these things don't apply to them in their actions today. And you be like, hey man, you know, this is kind of like our tabernacle. If you really want to like look at it, it can be explained as this is our tabernacle we own, man.
Yeah, that's what the Mashiach said when he came. He said, "We are the church, right?
Khan,
we are the temple."
That's true.
I mean, initially, our father Adam was the temple. Our pops Adam was the temple. You know what I'm saying? Until he fell off.
Right.
So bringing it back to information that I brought in the debate from Adam and Eve, this is where the words say he gonna come back through the line and through the descendants of Adam, right? To redeem us back to the garden, bro. To redeem us back to that first state. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
Yeah, we were spiritual and flesh, bro. Like brothers can't even really imagine that. You know what I'm saying?
No, they can't. No, they can't wrap it around there, man. But I can dig it.
You know? Because he said he created Adam from the dust, made us in his image, and then placed him in the garden. So where he created him from, he didn't just leave him there and tell him to be fruitful and multiply. He took him and put him somewhere else. So when he blew the breath of life into him and blew his spirit in him, that's where he got that glory. You know what I'm saying? To be able to exist in the garden and be able to deal and mingle with the angels. How is a fleshly man gonna be able to deal and function in that realm? It's impossible, bro.
Right.
That's why, and even in the scriptures, it say that I was taken in the vision. It wasn't like, you know what I'm saying? Okay. 9 times out of 10, when he was taken, it was when he was asleep. So it wouldn't look like no weird shit, like he out here in the field working, and all of a sudden he gone. Like what? People be tripping out. You know what I'm saying? So while he, you know what I'm saying, the most come send his messenger, pick him up. Look, I got something for you real quick. And so now he in a whole nother realm. taking care of business.
True.
Everybody else that's around, we think he sleep. If we was there during that time, and we was like, you know what I'm saying? Shit, we'd probably be asleep ourselves. So we wouldn't even be really knowing what's going on. So I'm just saying, bro, like it's all there for us to understand, but the heathens can't understand what we speak because it's not in them. It's not a part of them. So how are they going to be able to break things down how we do?
Right.
It's impossible.
Yeah. It is.
They
It's
can't
impossible.
even call his name, bro. They have a problem with saying his name.
Yeah. Yeah. That's true.
It's too sacred. It's too sacred. Nah, when you say his name, it hurts you. That's what it is.
Yeah. They know that like, man, this might be an
your father told you better not say his name.
And he convicted.
Yeah. That's real, man. And that's why I like the Yahoo. I'm like, yeah, the Yahoo, that name right there, ain't no heathens using that. They not walking up.
You feel me, bro?
With that on their shirts.
That's why, man. Look, that's why, like, I had to, like, it made so much sense to me, bro. Because our family did the work and brought this out, right? Ain't no heathen teaching it. I can't turn to no heathen and say, yeah, I got it from, no, I got this from fam. I got this from fam. And then for me to go back and fact check it and this turned out to be facts. Oh, homie, you better watch out, man.
For real.
I know. Real talk, man.
Y'all can do whatever y'all want to do.
Yeah,
I'm gonna do it right here. And then he confirmed it for me. So listen, like I say, man, the first time
confirmed it in the Greek. He confirmed it in the Greek with the oil.
No, bro. I'm talking about in real time in the vision, bro, while I was in the dream.
Oh, shoot. Oh, bring it out.
The first time and the only time I was able to speak and to hear my voice in the dream, bro, was me using his name only. And the way that I was able to, I don't even want to say scream, but roar out his name. That's what I gotta say it like that, like the lion profile. Instead of fire, it's just his name came out like so powerful, bro, with authority. That was the first time I heard my voice and the only time I heard my voice in the dream.
Man, that's tight.
Man. Yeah, I was
any other time, bro. I'm a mute.
Satanist, them people, man, they bugging. Huh?
I said any other time in a dream when I'm trying to talk, like I can feel myself like my mouth moving, right? But I can't hear nothing coming out. Like I can feel myself like it was one time, bro. I had a dream. I seen my grandparents, bro. They was like they was sitting at this table, just sitting down, like it was a gang of people sitting at this table, right? And just so happened them two is together, right? And my grandmother just, you know what I'm saying, sitting like she normally sit, just humble as she can be, you know what I'm saying, next to her husband. And my grandfather, you know what I'm saying, he mingling and just talking to everybody at the table, you know what I'm saying, just doing what my grandfather do, you know what I'm saying, entertaining, right? And so I'm like trying to call my grandma, I'm like saying their name, right? And I feel myself saying it, bro, like I'm talking to y'all right now, I promise you, bro, but ain't nothing coming out. And I swear it looked like my grandmother, like she noticed me, but she couldn't, it wasn't nothing that she can do about it. Look, bro, it was crazy, man. It only happened to me one time in that dream, but every dream that I had, bro, since I was a kid, bro, I ain't never heard my voice.
Hey,
yeah, that's a trip.
I got a question. Hey, was your grandma an Israelite? Or was she grew up a Christian?
Nah, she wasn't an Israelite. Nah, not by faith. No.
Oh, okay, all right. Did I'm gonna ask, is your grandma still here?
Nah, neither one of them.
Damn, man. Oh man. All right, man. My bad, man. I was gonna ask if you ever got a chance to tell him, you know what I mean, about the.
Oh, bro, ooh, man. If my dad's mom was still alive, because she the one that told me, you know what I'm saying, when I'm trying to find myself to go to the King James version of the Bible. And I didn't really understand why she was telling me that on her deathbed. But that's the last word she told me, bro. When I'm trying to find myself, as if she knew that I was going to be trying to find myself and where to start. And I never put it down since.
Man,
Yeah. Hello, y'all.
man, that's pretty profound. Yeah,
And
all praise to the Most High, man.
and because I never put it down, like I went through my stage of, you know what I'm saying, asking the bishops and the pastors questions, and they sitting there lying, you know what I'm saying? And I got mad, bro. But I never put the Bible down because the Bible never lied to me. You know what I'm saying? As I was mature enough to understand, and what I was ready for to understand, it was all truth. It's all facts, bro. I'm talking about from a babe, starting from a babe, not even really understanding how to study just yet. Man, he had me start, you know what I'm saying, that when it come down to the New Testament, he had me start in Psalms and Proverbs, bro, and Ecclesiastes. I'm talking about, bro, busting me up. That's how I understood that none of these men that was walking in the street talking about they was real men, they wasn't men, bro.
Right.
They wasn't men.
Right.
Because a man is not gonna carry himself like that. Like how they was carrying themselves, you know what I'm saying, dealing with young girls and doing all that old weird ass shit. Listen, man. And I lost all respect as a teenager. I lost respect for so-called grown men trying to talk to girls my age. I ain't even looking the same, bro. I'm like, nigga, you trying to talk to her, nigga? You know what I'm saying? I didn't really have a thought process to be like, nigga, what kind of game you got, nigga, to be sitting here trying to talk to young women? Like, you can't talk to women your age. I'm just looking at it like, nigga, y'all niggas is weird. Nigga, y'all niggas nasty as fuck.
Man. Hell yeah, man. So that's a trip though, man.
What about our brothers and sisters out here from Haiti getting whooped on at the border?
Who said that?
Dina.
Yeah, man, it's a cold situation for our family, our Haitian family.
Oh yeah, man. No, but it sounds like they letting them in. All the ones that sitting there on the border. I don't know about the ones that's still sitting out there in Haiti. I know it's bad still. But y'all heard about the 15,000 that came right there at the border?
But hold on, no. Let them come.
No, let's say that
No, they were there.
or something.
And matter of fact, they can't stop the family from coming. That's the cold part. Pay attention. They can't stop them from coming because this ain't got nothing to do with them. You know what I'm saying? Because if they had any type of control over it, they would have been to shut the shit down. They ain't got no control over this. This all the works of the Most High. He bringing us back together. So when it's time for us to make that move, that second Exodus, you know what I'm saying? We good. Everybody that is gonna be there.
Hey, they over there attacking them dudes.
Oh,
chasing them down with horses and shit.
No, they let them in now. They're done.
Oh, they is?
Yeah, man. They had to let them in today. A few hours ago.
Whoa. Oh,
they
shit.
They still gonna be doing some weird shit though, just to try and keep, you know what I'm saying, as many as if they can kill as many as they can or keep as many as they can there, they gonna do it.
They try to
you gotta understand that's they labor. That's their cheap labor.
Right. They try to turn them away. They try to deport some, but then that shit wasn't working because it was a gang of people there with kids. So them people, they let them in and said like they just got to report back. They got to report to the immigration department in 90 days. So they had to let them in.
They got to go back to Haiti.
Nah, they got to report. They got to report to the immigration in America. They were trying to tell the white folks. They were trying to tell the other white folks, like the Fox News people. You know that's like the racist news. If you look at Fox News, that's the racist. That's how you get to see what the racist people are being told. And that's where they get their news from, is at Fox News. And then you go to like CNN or ABC, and then that's when you just get like pretty much like the non-racist news.
Man,
but
you want the real shit, you got to go to this. It's a green logo with a RT, like a white RT, white R and a black T. They got the real shit.
Oh yeah.
Like,
so they got came to the U.S. or Mexico.
They went to Mexico first, but they were under a bridge right there at the border for like a week and a half, and the white folks wasn't trying to let them in because the other white folks, the racist ones, they don't want them in. They're like, nah, man, we ain't letting nobody up in here, and especially those Negroes, because if you come to America seeking asylum, you get like $3,500 a month.
How did they get there?
Through smugglers.
Oh. Damn, man, that was a gang of smugglers.
Bro, that's
how, like
the Chinese got here, bro.
Huh?
I said that's how the Chinese got here.
Yeah, they was showing up on boats, man. I don't be thinking that they were actually like hiding under the hall. I think that they just
like, it was like maybe about 15, maybe 20 years ago. Man, they had like 2, 3, maybe 4 crates, bro, full of Chinese immigrants, bro. Pulled up at the docks, bro, where the longshoremen's be.
Yeah.
Man, I don't know how they all survived, bro. All them motherfuckers, like, you know what I'm saying? Like, for real. Shit crazy, bro. But that's how they be getting here. So what they gonna do? They just made it all the way across them seas, all them days. You know what I'm saying? What y'all about to send us back?
Exactly.
It's gonna be more money to send them back, to feed them, fuel. You know what I'm saying? Make sure they you know what I'm saying, ain't sick, so that you don't get your workers sick. So you got to do all of this shit if you talking about trying to send their ass back, or you know what I'm saying, get these motherfuckers acquainted here.
Yeah, them dudes, they end up just giving them that check and then putting them to work.
Yep.
Because, you know, hey, just give you guys an ID, get you set on your feet so you don't turn into a homeless bum, and get right there back into the employment field. Because what I was telling somebody earlier, I said, man, they did that because before the immigration movement started popping off in the United States, the so-called Negro was second place, and it ain't that, you know, it ain't too bad. You sitting kind of pretty when you second place to the best. You know what I'm saying? If you second place to the best,
what you think the serving ain't gonna be looking kind of smooth too?
You feel me though? They're gonna be looking kind of smooth, man.
Yeah.
So they're like, oh no.
Think about it, Battle Axe. Not to cut you off, Waka.
Go ahead.
Think about this. When the so-called master, he got to take trips. Who on his side?
For real?
He can't be looking shabby. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
Can't be looking all, you know you know what I mean? Like anything, he got to be clean too. He got to be okay. So you gonna be rocking with me? I can't have you out here fucked up. All right,
Right. You
yeah,
can't be smelling. He can't be.
yeah.
He can't be. You know
So
what I'm saying?
our
Drawing people
conversation,
away.
because we are children of the Most High, and because now we in places having conversations with people that we ain't even supposed to be really having conversations with. It's just, man, you know what I'm saying, man. The Most High is solid, bro, in everything that he
Right.
do.
Right. So, but the crazy thing about it is, the further and further we got away from having a traditional setting. By traditional, I mean like positive for the most part. The further and further we got away from that, the more and more it became to where that whole concept kicked in. Let me drop it back what I'm talking about. All right.
Bella said, let me jump in. Nala said they always trying to get labor out of Brew. Well, no, man, it's just that the
No,
Most
no. What I'm
High.
saying is about I'm talking about the ranks. When you're second place, check it out. When you're second to the best, you're sitting pretty. But the further and further we get away from the traditional mind state, it was no longer necessary for us to be sitting so pretty. That's when the immigration came in, and the immigration puts it to where you become third. Once they add one immigration group, then they added another one, and another one, and now these same people that used to be second place, I'm talking about where the white man dropped, the black man was able to pick right up. If the white man was moving up in a position, and he had to just leave this to one of his employees, most of his employees used to be black. It was easy for a black man to just get a little up. He might still be getting underpaid than what a white man would have been getting paid back then for that same position. But that was just one of the ways of just trying to keep him at second place. All the immigrants and all these other people coming in that made it to where now the Negro, he went all the way down to fifth place, man. You look up in 2021, we fifth. We got the Mexicans, we got the Arabs, we got the Chinese, and we got the Africans now that we gotta wade through. And every last one of these people is trying to take what the white man dropped, including the Negro. Think about that. That's heavy. That's heavy, man. That's why when you see the white folks, they were sitting there, they're looking at, they say, man, these Haitians, they showing up around here. They said, no, man, them niggas is gonna be like, these Haitians, these are niggas. They're like, really? Like, these are niggas that we mad at. We don't like these ones right here because these niggas right here whooped our ass when they got us alone. Like, what? Oh yeah, them niggas got us alone on that island, cornered in that island. Them niggas whooped our ass. Said we gonna have us something. So we don't like them Negroes. So they're like, all right, don't let them Negroes up in here. We don't try and get them niggas no $3,500 check. $3,500 a month for free. Until I get on my feet. Thank you. So they just snuck the niggas in on the back door. So the white folks, the racist white folks, I'm just telling y'all, man, this stuff really happened. If you go and look and follow this whole little immigration thing with the Haitians, you'll see what happened. And that's all because they know that there's a lot of white folks that don't want Negroes to have money. Black people don't realize that there's a big crowd of people that is against you having anything. And they are actively against you having it. They're not just sitting around there passively, like, I don't like it when the Negroes have something. No, these motherfuckers be like, if I have any hands in it, I'll make sure a Negro ain't getting shit coming through from me. Like, I'm not about to be the one responsible for him moving on up like a Jefferson. That's just real talk, man. That's the reason why you see these people with these abortion things right here. They trying to kill your babies. They ain't trying to kill their babies. Like Brother Yashar Yahoo came saying, man, they ain't after your babies. I mean, they ain't after their babies. They ain't sacrificing theirs, they sacrificing ours. That's something that our people, man, we need to take note of. We got a hidden enemy amongst us, man. They cause us to worship Molech at all times. You know? And on that note, man, Shabbat Shalom, man. And we out.